Welcome to the Mommy Zen Podcast with Marianne Clyde.
Hi, this is Marianne Clyde, and welcome to our New Year podcast on how to make your resolutions stick. Our affirmation for today is every day is a new beginning for me. Well, here it is, another new year beginning. Great time to take stock and reassess. It's a good time to examine where you've been and what path you're on. It's a great time to change directions if you feel so inclined. But New Year's resolutions are hard. We have these great expectations and lots of hope for change, and we quit smoking, we go on a diet, we swear we're going to exercise, and we're going to make more money. We're going to be better in our relationships and take some new risks. Life's too short to waste. Well, that all feels good, but come about the second week of January, we're kind of done with all that. It's too hard. Results aren't happening fast enough. People want to have better relationships. Those people we want to have better relationships with don't really cooperate, and the money is just not falling off that money tree like we had hoped. So we quit. Well, the reason resolutions don't stick is because we're trying to change behavior without changing ourselves. We're trying to change the outward without changing the inner, the deep-rooted patterns and beliefs. The reason my clients have breakthroughs is because we don't spend so much time on the outer layer. We go to the source of the problem. We explore their inner beliefs, which often come from childhood. And once we change what's really going on inside of us, the outer behavior changes more or less without much effort. So here are my suggestions for your New Year's resolutions. Go ahead and think of the area in your life that you'd like to improve. But make the added effort to ask yourself, where does that behavior come from? So often, and maybe always, we want a quick fix, and we don't want to really do the work of change. Yet we're willing to grit our teeth through a new exercise routine or torture ourselves with a diet. It's so much easier and more efficient to put up a small effort in the front for a permanent change later, rather than torture yourselves for 2 weeks and quit and feel like a failure. It makes more sense to nurture the inner. So if you have an anger issue that you want to fix, for example, you sit still for a minute and you ask God, your inner wisdom, where's that really coming from? The clue is it's not your spouse or your kids or your coworkers, like we like to think it is. Go back to your childhood with your eyes shut and just try to examine some experiences and interactions where those reactive responses were formed. When you were taught that anger was an effective response, when was that? Then ask yourself, what were you feeling, believing? Am I powerless? Nobody loves me? I'm in the way. It doesn't matter what I say, nobody believes me. I don't matter. Are these the beliefs that you learned to believe as a child? Well, hold on that belief in your mind and feel the pain of it just for a minute, and then ask God, your inner wisdom, to speak truth to that belief. Then sit still and just listen to the truth that descends on you. Once you replace the useless belief with a true belief, there's no longer any need for anger, so it falls away. And you can use that technique for whatever you're struggling with. So, the key ingredients to a New Year's resolution that works are cultivating the 10 essential principles that I talk about in my book, Peaceful Parenting, 10 Essential Principles. But if you just make a small effort to cultivate the first 3 principles, you'll be well on your way to a more healthy life. Number 1, connect with your Creator. Learn to be still and really understand that He lives in you and is one with you. And you can do this by meditating for a few minutes a day. He speaks in a still, small voice. He lives in the silence. Our culture doesn't appreciate silence or stillness. It goes against the grain. We want to be busy, we want to be active, but that's not where God lives. Number 2, know your true identity. Many of our problems stem from lies we've picked up along the way. As I mentioned earlier, lies about not being worthy or lovable or powerful or needed or wanted. When you truly know that you're connected to the creator of the universe, and you really know beyond the shadow of a doubt that he lives in you, you'll begin to see that his characteristics are your true and authentic characteristics. Focus on who he is in you. Love, joy, peace, wisdom, creator, forgiving, and things like that. Then just begin to relax and allow those true qualities to emerge from you. You'll begin to know that you are worthy, that it's important to take care of yourself, that it's important for you to use the gifts and talents that he's given you and stop shrinking back. Principle number 3, nurture awareness. That means to start becoming aware of the blessings all around you, the presence of God in everything and everyone. Those blessings are there just for you to enjoy and appreciate. You become less judgmental, more curious, less disrespectful and offended, and just plain grateful. So once you begin to put these easy little life changes into place, you'll notice that you become more relaxed, less defensive, more responsive, less reactive. These are things you can do anywhere and everywhere. They're tools to carry within you, and they're free. They're easy, and you are worth it. This is Marianne Clyde reminding you of the affirmation for today. Every day is a new beginning for me. Have a blessed and prosperous new year.
Thanks for listening to the Mommy Zen Podcast. For nuggets of encouragement and strength throughout your day, follow Marianne on Twitter at mommy_zen and Facebook at facebook.com/mommyjustbreathe. Also, you can join our mailing list, leave comments, or ask questions by visiting mommy-zen.com.